Imagine a lake hidden beneath nearly 2.5 miles of solid Antarctic ice, untouched by sunlight, air, or light from the surface for over 15 million years. It sounds like science fiction, but it's very real. This is Lake Vostok, one of the largest subglacial lakes on Earth, and it may be one of the most mysterious and potentially life-filled places on the planet. In today's video, we're diving into the incredible story of Lake Vostok, the challenges scientists have faced exploring it, and why what lies beneath could change our understanding of life on Earth, and maybe even beyond. Lake Vostok lies deep beneath the East Antarctic ice sheet, beneath Russia's Vostok research station. It's buried under about 2.5 miles or roughly 4 kilometers of ice. Scientists had no idea it was there until the 1990s, when radar mapping revealed a massive body of water the size of Lake Ontario, roughly 160 miles long and 30 miles wide. But here's what makes it truly jaw-dropping. This lake has been completely sealed off from the surface for at least 15 million years. No sunlight, no atmosphere, just pure isolation under extreme pressure and freezing temperatures. The question that immediately comes to mind is, could anything be alive down there? It's a natural question. After all, life on Earth has been found in the most extreme environments imaginable, at the bottom of the ocean, in boiling hot springs, inside radioactive rocks, and even in ice. So if life can survive those conditions, could something be thriving in the pitch-black waters of Lake Vostok? The potential discovery of unknown life forms has huge implications. If organisms are found in Lake Vostok, they would likely be microbial and unlike anything we've ever seen before. They would have evolved in total isolation, completely separate from the rest of Earth's ecosystems. Finding even the simplest form of life down there could expand our understanding of what life is, and where it can exist. It might even offer clues about what life could look like on other icy worlds, like Jupiter's moon Europa or Saturn's moon Enceladus, both of which are believed to have subsurface oceans beneath layers of ice. But exploring Lake Vostok isn't as simple as drilling a hole and dropping in a camera. The biggest challenge is contamination. Scientists have to be extremely careful not to introduce any modern bacteria or chemicals into the lake, which could ruin any chance of discovering ancient untouched organisms. That's why researchers spent years developing special drilling techniques that use sterile, non-reactive fluids and limit exposure. It's one of the most carefully planned scientific missions in history, and even then, it's still controversial. In 2012, after more than a decade of drilling, a Russian team finally reached the surface of Lake Vostok. But what they found surprised everyone. The initial samples were dominated by bacteria that looked suspiciously like contaminants from the drilling fluid itself. For a moment, it seemed like the whole effort might have been compromised. But a few years later, researchers reanalyzed the samples and claimed to have found nearly 3,500 unique genetic sequences, most of them unknown to science. While some scientists remain skeptical, others believe this could be evidence of life that has adapted to conditions we've never studied before. And the lake itself is no ordinary body of water. Because of the pressure from the ice above, it remains liquid even though the temperatures are far below freezing. It's also rich in dissolved gases and minerals, and it may have hydrothermal vents at the bottom, just like the ones in Earth's deep oceans that support entire ecosystems without sunlight. If that's the case, then the lake could be a hotspot for microbial life. The mystery of Lake Vostok has sparked international interest, not just from scientists but from space agencies as well. NASA has supported research into subglacial lakes because of what they might teach us about exploring icy moons. If we can learn to explore Lake Vostok without contamination, we could apply those same techniques to extraterrestrial oceans. In that sense, Lake Vostok isn't just a frozen time capsule from Earth's past. It's a test run for future space exploration. But even if we don't find alien-like organisms down there, the lake still holds priceless information. The water and sediments in Lake Vostok have been trapped for millions of years, potentially preserving ancient Earth chemistry, atmospheric gases, and even climate records. Studying that could help us better understand Earth's history, ice ages, and how climate has changed over time. It's like drilling into a forgotten archive of our planet's past. Still, much of Lake Vostok remains unexplored. The lake is enormous, and the samples gathered so far come from a tiny area near the drill site. We've only scratched the surface, literally. Future missions hope to deploy autonomous underwater vehicles into the lake to map it, sample it, and maybe, just maybe, photograph its inhabitants if there are any. Until then, Lake Vostok remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious places on Earth. So the next time you picture Antarctica as just a frozen wasteland, remember this. Hidden beneath that icy shell could be ancient life, a window into Earth's distant past, and maybe even a glimpse into the kinds of life we might one day find on other planets. Let me know in the comments. Do you think life exists in Lake Vostok? And would you go down there if given the chance? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Until next time.